Stefano leaning around the outside with a great lunge and gets the job done. He likes that move, doesn't he?
Oh, that was absolutely naughty stuff from Stefano leaning. We're off again for another sunny but also wet morning, because today I'm off to Silverstone. I was asked during the week by Luke Austin of Alpha Live whether I was available. Luckily I was, and we're going to be going to commentate today on the F3 Cup. Jesus, that's bright. Should be quite good fun. Only the 2 races to commentate all day, really, so not too much in the way of prep or anything like that. There's only 7 cars in the field, to be fair, but they're using it as a bit of a test. But yeah, looking forward to today. Should be a laugh. I was with David Addison yesterday commentating on the Clio Cup Europe. I also joined him on the Fanatec GT2 European Series, which, to be fair, something that gives me hope for today is the fact that that series had 11 cars in the first race, 10 in the second race, and it was a 50-minute race, times 2. And they were still entertaining. They were still very entertaining races. So I'm hoping that today, despite there being 7 cars in this Formula 3 field, excuse me, I'm hopeful that today's racing is still going to be entertaining. It's on the Silverstone National Circuit as well. So it's a nice, short, quick-fire circuit. We should get a lot of laps out of that in a Formula 3 car. We're in the trusty Bim Bimmer again, on our way down to Northamptonshire now. It's nice to be doing something like this as a bit of a last-minute job. It gives me a bit of hope for some of the other months later in the year where maybe I've not got as much in the way of income coming in, because a lot of the time with commentary stuff, you're getting paid a long time after you've actually done the job. A lot of it is a case of you do the job, you then go home, you invoice it, and then there's like a payment window for it afterwards. So littler jobs, I say littler, you know, it's not a small job, but the last minute ones that it's like, oh, you're free on this weekend, just jump on and do this. And I love stuff like that because it just tops up the pot a little bit, if you know what I mean. Booked my trip to Italy last night, going to Misano. I've only ever been to Italy once, and it was when I went with Beth. Excuse me. When I went with Beth in 2019, I think it was. It was brilliant. You know, we visited Monza later on in the weekend. We just thought, oh, stuff it, we'll drive down to Monza and see if there's anything interesting going on. And then it turns out that there was Blancpain GT testing and LMP3s and TCR. And it was brilliant, and we got to watch it all for free. But when we were out there last time, we stayed at Lake Garda, and it was absolutely gorgeous. Really was. Even though it was sunny, it was still quite cold though. So hopefully there's a little bit of a change in the climate where I am this time, because I'm right next to a beach. I think it's like 1.2 miles. God's sake, 1.2 miles away from a beach. And I hate sand, so I'm not going to be going on the beach. I'll probably just stand next to it and put some pictures on Instagram and pretend I'm living the high life. But yeah, long and short of it, I'm off to Silverstone. I'm going to be commentating on Formula 3 cars today, albeit 7 of them. And it's a nice day on the horizon by the look of it. Weather's looking decent, so we'll get down there and I'll give you an update in a bit. I'll remind me never to do that ever again. So I've arrived at a very noisy Silverstone. We've got Lotus Elise's out on track at the moment. It's a bit windy, but it's a bit sunny as well. It's just nice to be back at Silverstone, to be honest. What a place to be. Flipping heck. So today I'm commentating on the F3 Cup. There's 2 races going on today. Not many cars in the field though, which is always a bit of a challenge as a commentator when you've not got much to commentate on. Although, as I've said yesterday, David and I were commentating on about 10, 11 cars for 50 minutes at a time, and it was still good racing. So I'm expecting a bit more of the same. Silverstone National always gives good racing as well, so look forward to it, and we'll get the day underway, and hopefully the weather stays like this because it's absolutely wonderful. Look at it.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, Bryn. A great insight there, a great chat to some of the drivers that we've got there. And as you were saying, we have got a third member of the commentary team with us today. It's none other than Chaz Draycott. Chaz, how are we?
I'm very good, thank you. Very good indeed, thank you, Anthony. Really looking forward to this today. Formula 3 cars are always exciting. It's always close racing. Usually in open wheel racing, people take a bit of a negative look at it and they go, oh, but they can't race closely and they can't get contact with each other and survive it. But Formula 3 cars, they're really sturdy bits of kit. It's been a formula that's been around for a very long time. Developed slightly over the years, but it just works. And these things are so, so potent. And even with a 7-car grid, as we're going to get now, we're still going to see great racing. You only need 2 cars for a really good race.
3 lights. Lights out, and they are away, and it's a great start from the front row, and it looked like second place of James Winslow got a better start, but no, Stefano Lini holds on to that one, I believe, at the start, or has that?
No,
Someone else,
got it.
is it Winslow got him? Is it Winslow? Already got into the lead there as they exit out of Copse Corner, down in towards the Maggots and Beckett section. Who's leading? Yes, it is Winslow, but Stefano Lini around the outside with a great lunge and gets the job done. He likes that move, doesn't he?
Oh, that was absolutely naughty stuff from Stefano Lini. Nice and late on the brakes. He knew the grip was out there. That's normally somewhere you'd go if it was wet. You know, you'd try and get all the grip from it, but Winslow just didn't have an answer for it. Lini still leads him now down into Brooklands for the first time. Going into Luffield, he's already starting to open up that gap. And behind Winslow now in third position, I believe it's still John Corbett chasing him down right on the back of him now as they come back into sight here. We've still got the University of Wolverhampton car, Shane Kelly, at the back of the field. Actually, sorry, I say still. Actually, he's been overtaken by his teammate, hasn't he, George Lyons, who did start 7th, but a very, very aggressive move from Stefano Lini. Wonderful stuff.
So I'm back in the car now, and I've literally just got in and it started raining outside, so I think I've got away with it a bit. I just finished commentating on the first of the Formula 3 races with Anthony Jordan. A lot of fun. It went by very, very quickly. Only 7 cars in the field, which soon became 6 after a first bit of contact of the weekend, I think, for one of them, although one of them had an incident yesterday as well. I think it was the same car, actually. But still, good to be a part of it again with Alpha Live. Really enjoyed that one, and then we've got about a 3-4 hour break now till we have to do it again, so we'll crack on a bit later and see what we can do. Gonna do race 2 now, and I've just done a naughty.
You just did a naughty.
Just as they started the countdown on here, on there, got to 2 minutes, and I made a very silly noise, forgetting that we were possibly live at this point. But Luke's gonna nail it. He's not gonna pay attention because he's busy going live now. But yeah, race 2 time, or 3. It's race 3 of the weekend.
Race 3 of the weekend.
Race 2 for us. So I've just left Silverstone after covering 2 of the F3 Cup races today with Anthony Jordan. It's been over 2 years since Anthony and I last commentated together, as I said before, and it was good fun. It was like nothing had ever changed. Although we have both changed in our commentary styles since then, we've both grown more confident, more competent, and honed our craft a little bit. It was, it was good fun to do. Really enjoyed myself. Kills your heels a little bit, but to be fair, I stood up a lot of yesterday as well, and that really took its toll on my feet. But now we've got a nice 2-hour drive back. I've got to get some fuel on the way as well, but it's nothing too stressful. We finished and it is 4:30, so it's not even like it's going to be a late night getting home, which is nice. So good time, really. Good time indeed has been made today. I think the whole schedule ended up about half an hour ahead, so it's all good for the teams and drivers as well. They get to go home a little bit early. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed that. It's always good fun working with Alpha Live. Really like Luke Austin, he's a good bloke. And he deals with my unprofessional moments of when we have a bit of a laugh. But you've got to have a laugh, haven't you? You've got to enjoy yourself and get on with the job when you need to. Hopefully work with him again very soon, but now it's a very chilled drive home in the Bim Bimmer. Good weekend all round, really, to be honest. Commentated yesterday with David Addison at Hay Fisher as well on SRO stuff, which was the Fanatec GT2 European Series, and of course the Clio Cup Europe, which was just some sensational racing. Absolutely sensational racing. Can't wait to do more of that. Next round's at Misano in a few weeks in Italy. But thank you everybody for watching again. Another short and sweet vlog from a short and sweet day, to be honest. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one.